Hello and welcome to Critical Questions, the antidote to lockdown boredom. I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, most interesting and ridiculous dumb questions I can find, and with any luck my guests will be able to answer all of them. Today we have got Sal, Easeism.
Morning.
BadTemperedBadger.
119.
Momma Atheist. MathPig.
Oink.
And Not a Great Gamer, who I keep looking at as sausage.
What the hell do you want? It's going to be that kind of quiz.
It is. And I've still left the question up from yesterday. That's terribly disorganised of me. Don't do it every day.
You know, there was less tension at my mum's funeral than there is in this room.
There's no tension in this room.
We're all under pressure waiting for fake Dave to get us all going.
Didn't he already? He already did.
We're live.
I know we're waiting.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, we're live.
Yes.
Oh, can I swear?
Yes.
What's the rules on
Fuck no.
poop? Anus.
It's only you that isn't allowed to swear. Right. Question 224.
Oh, you go to get a cup of tea and they all start without you.
They do.
What was the first 223? I've missed them. Can we just have a quick catch up
A quick catch up? No.
on the 200? Yeah. Oh, all right.
Question
Your show.
Question 224. What is the weirdest smell you have ever smelled? MathPig.
I probably will go in ammonia. As I used to work in a pig factory, someone smashed the glass of ammonia at the door and it stunk.
Uh-huh.
Momma Atheist?
Really? Weirdest. Right. Fuck. I don't know. No. I have no clue. No. I have a pass.
You've had a
Maybe come back
baby.
to me, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I don't know.
Definitely a fart. Definitely.
Whose?
Probably mine. Actually, do that. Sick.
Badger.
I'm going to go with you know that sort of particular smell of it kind of resembles vinegar that's somehow rancid. It's a
Rancid
smell,
vinegar.
It's a smell that I associate with certain varieties of the customers I used to have when I worked in retail. And yeah, they would come in and stand right next to your till, and you'd just be there like, oh fuck, okay, no, right, we're just, hello, what can I do for you today? That smell.
I don't mean this rude at all, but dude, you are so well spoken. That's not a bad thing. But I feel like I'm up here having a quiz with aristocracy right now with you guys. Let's go.
Catch up.
Not a Great Gamer. What's the worst thing you've ever smelt?
The worst or
Yeah.
weirdest? I forgot.
Oh, you're right. It's weirdest. My bad.
Weirdest? This is not. It's going to be a dead body.
Oh,
Not in a weird way.
not in a weird way.
No. If you've ever experienced like a dead relative, like when they die, they go a bit funny when they die. But if the funeral's for ages and ages, and when they preserve them and they embalm them or whatever, and of course when the coffin's open, you smell them, and it doesn't smell nothing like you'd expect it to. I suppose everyone does subtly kind of sniff, don't they, in the way as you lean over the coffin. I don't know, but it did not. It was kind of pleasant. I know that's. You said it was weird, but she smelled sweet, almost.
They probably doused her in perfume as well.
Yeah.
It weren't perfume. It was like as if. Imagine like a raisin. If you dry it out, it can smell nice. If you maybe they just put a bit of sugar on her.
Yes.
Sweet.
They were the,
That's gonna make
giving
this
her a
so
nice
much-
glaze before they put her under.
It clays at first.
Well, I wanted to give you a concise and clear answer. There you go.
That's a very good
I
one.
know it was. Oh, it was amazing, wasn't it?
It was.
As you aristocrats would say, feelings of joy amalgamated around oneself.
You have raised the tone.
Thank you.
Paul Camish says nerve agent. Tom Leach says magnetic tape. And what does Manda say?
Yeah. Well, I have no answer. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I don't have a good
You
one.
okay?
I don't have a good one for weird.
You never smelled roses?
It's not very weird, is it?
Lost my thread.
If an FBI agent pokes you in pressure points, is that a nerve agent? Sorry. You fuckers are boring.
Hang on, let me get the eel.
The eel. I'm not sure what you were implying by that.
You know that. Well, you'll see in a sec.
Look, so
There
far,
it is.
my
You
mother's
know
doing a
that
lot of
one
jokes.
moray eel that tells jokes and then it waits to see if people laugh at the jokes. This is the face I go for whenever I tell a joke and it doesn't land.
Did you see that?
Yes. Right. Question 225. Would you be willing to take a 25% reduction in intelligence for an extended 50% of healthy life?
Nope.
Wait,
I'm stupid enough already.
you broke up at the end, so let me read it. Hold on. What is it?
25% reduction in intelligence for an extended 50% of healthy life.
Sure. I wouldn't mind being stupid, like instead of stressing all this shit I stress every day. Be stupid and not care.
Manda.
You know what? I'm starting to think that that's a reasonable approach to this question. Actually, just fuck it. Why not?
You might-
Maybe I could stop looking at Twitter and worrying about things that I've never seen or will never see.
Right on.
MathPig.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. Manda.
Definitely not what. It's one or the other. You can't,
No. It's both. You get a 25% reduction in intelligence, and you gain for that.
The trade-off is to get the longer.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. My bad. Sorry.
Which would you go for?
Yeah.
You want to be 25% dumber for a longer life. Healthy longer life.
How does this happen every time?
What?
I'm trying to sew something and the threads just become a knot.
I thought you just attached it to your leg.
Might be pulling too hard.
Alright, that's better. Let's get rid of that.
Shush.
I'm trying to get the chat open, but I can't find it.
Mandy. Ah, bollocks in hell. I am very sorry. And I'm going to kill Badger.
What
Manda.
did I do?
That is false.
My mind just went blank. I looked at you.
That's fine.
Because people have been saying it recently.
I know. Certain people. Yeah, I wouldn't give up my intelligence for anything, so.
Okay.
So I don't think I would either. Not a great gamer.
Yeah, cool. Right, let's start again, because I said I'd been dead. Did you say 50% longer life?
Yeah,
Or 50 years longer?
50%.
So if you've got terminal cancer, you're pretty much fucked anyway, even if you took the 50% longer.
No,
aren't
you're
you?
not. It's 50%
Is that
alpha. It's 50% extra healthy life.
So if you've got terminal, it's a bit less terminal.
Well, it's not terminal at all.
Yeah, okay. Right. Because, alright, I don't know. I'm in a 98th percentile. That's the only gift that God really gave me for No, I don't think I would. You know what? Because, no, fuck it. I want to keep my brains. It's the only thing I've got.
You know what? I think I'm actually with you on that because
And
if I went for
absolutely
the
ravenous
intelligence reduction, I might actually like Disney stuff.
Would you trade 10 IQ points for a bigger dick or larger breasts? From Tom Leach.
That kind of goes with the last question. Yeah, sure.
I can have as big a dick as I like. I do most of my romantic activities in virtual space.
Oh my.
I could have a dick bigger than the planet if I wanted.
I've never
pretty
experienced this kind of
practical.
conversation before.
So would you drop 10 IQ points for a bigger dick? Not a great gamer?
Oh, to be honest, I'm pretty well endowed anyway, but I also have got man tits, so it's kind of a catch-22.
So would you pick the bigger boobs then?
Well, I know, because I've already got boobs as well, so it's a fucking mess. I don't know. No, I'd probably just keep my intelligence, because I can go and get one of them Swedish penis pumps like Austin Powers had to give myself a bit of growth. 10 IQ though. 10 IQ is like years and years and years and years of reading the pack of crisp packets and magazines on my toilet. All of that knowledge it absorbs. It takes years. And I do believe IQ can be learned through reading and whatnot as well to an extent. So no, I'm keeping my IQ. And the reason I'm being so long-winded is because some of you other fuckers aren't answering excitingly enough. And this is a quiz of excitement and fucking passion. Jesus has risen, you fuckers.
Have you seen this quiz before?
Yes, and I love it. I sit on the edge of my seat every time.
MathPig.
As you Americans, it's like Jeopardy. Go on.
No, I'm happy enough with my penis size.
Manda, do you want a bigger dick?
Yes, I do. Of course I do.
I like Paul's comment in the chat.
No, it would kill the wife.
Wow.
I think I'm afraid that bigger tits, I would just fall over. So but I would always keep the intelligence anyway. Same idea. So yeah.
Fair enough. Right.
Sal, did you answer?
Yeah, I said yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
To be
Yes,
fair,
oh,
I've been watching
that's
clips
right.
from that botched show recently, and I think the people who go for a lot of the enhancements seem to have already done that trade.
Yeah.
Right. Question.
Sorry.
Go on.
You really wouldn't lose much losing 25% of your intelligence if you're very smart. So why not?
25% is still a quarter of your intelligence, regardless of how smart you are. It's still a quarter of your intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm not very smart.
It wouldn't be a third.
No, it's 25%. That's a quarter.
Yeah, it's not as much as a third, so you're still okay.
I'm not very smart. I'm a bit above
It's only
average.
it's only
If you look at the
8.3%.
average, that's not great.
You're smart for a badger.
Well, if you look at if you take me in comparison to the average badger, then yeah, I'm a bit way up there. But
There you go.
Right. Question
I'll
2.
risk it.
What?
I said I'd risk 25%.
You would risk 25%. You'd risk 25% for virtually anything.
Yeah.
Question 226. Do you imagine the lives and relationships of strangers around you?
This is so riveting.
Do I imagine what? Can you say that again?
The lives and relationships of strangers around you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's easy.
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
I don't know what you mean by do you
You
like
look at people?
fantasize about it?
Do you imagine what they do, what they're like?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess.
Like you look at your partner and be like, "Oh, I wonder what he's doing. What do you after work?"
Yeah.
I mean, do you do it on an abstract level?
Yes.
I mean, I sit down and work out statistics that are terrible.
And how
Yeah,
old they
so-
are, what kind of health they're in.
Well, no, you sit down and work out. Well, there are 50,000 people in this town, so X number of them are on the loo right now. X number of them are shagging. X number of them are doing this.
I'm on the loo right now.
Stay on the scene.
Oh, hello, Joan in the chat. Nice to see you. Yeah, I do a little bit, but not a huge amount. I will I'll look at someone and look at how they are dressed and they carry themselves and how they and get like a vague idea. I think this person's probably in construction, or I think this person's probably a hairdresser or something like that. And then I'll try to maybe get a feel for how they might be feeling, but I won't take it much further than that.
Mm-hmm. Not a great gamer.
No.
Excellent.
That is a perfect answer to that question.
I've got my own life to worry about. Don't need to worry about others.
No. This is why most people stress too much. Right. Question 227. If you could choose for one religion to be eradicated and all its followers become atheists, which would you choose?
I'm going to have to mute myself for this one because you know what's coming.
Now that's a controversial question, but I have a clear answer.
Go on.
But I'm not sure it's politically correct for me to say it these days.
Within the context of the hypothetical question.
You could say whatever you want here.
Well, obviously, most people are going to say Christianity because it's such a large proportion of religion in the world. That would make more atheists then than there would be Christians.
Seems to be the most harmful.
It's certainly the most harmful within our society.
That's not the answer I would pick now.
No, I know it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I would pick it.
You really, really hate those Buddhists, don't you?
Yeah, they're just fucking Buddhists, mate. They're all just up themselves.
Poor things.
No, I serious answer, I would pick Islam.
Why would you pick Islam?
Because I think, to me, it's what Christianity... It in its current form, not everywhere, and not applied to all individuals and followers, of course, the usual caveats. But it in its current form, as promoted by a lot of the people high up in it, I think is what Christianity was a few hundred years ago when it was doing things like witch burnings.
Yes, very much so. However, do you not think that is easier to counter?
Yes.
That's the reason I pick Christianity. Not because I think Christianity is necessarily worse, but because I think it is much easier to counter an idea. It's like when we talk about the NIFB. It's very easy to counter the argument that we should not go out and kill all the gays.
I think I personally prefer to have discussions with people, even if I vehemently disagree, than people who would kill me just for not believing. Again, caveats not applied to all cases and people.
That's a great gamer. Which religion would you pick?
Which religion would I pick to eradicate from this planet?
Yes.
just like no, move on.
Move on.
I'm a working class man from the southeast of England. You all know. Just move on.
Manda.
Abrahamic religion?
You see, I did think about changing the question in terms of
all of it.
A god. Yeah, well, that would work. I'd be quite pleased with that.
Fair enough.
No, you can't have that.
Fuck yous.
Oh, there's a bloody knot in my thread again.
That's a general badger problem.
It happens with my train of thought as well. I just get a knot in it.
You're basically stuck, I think, picking between Christianity and Islam.
Yeah, I guess I'd go Islam.
By the way, I don't think either one of those answers is wrong.
Right. Yeah, either one is wrong. I think they should all...
Can we get Egypt to go back to the ancient Egyptian religions? Those are fun.
Medicine.
As long as we can get the Aztecs to go back to theirs.
Right. There's still some tribes out there that still practice and follow their gods. I don't know. Maybe Christianity because it's the wedge in between all of them.
Mm.
It's the one that caused the upheaval in general. It does have the most sex, the most divisions, the wildest stories. I mean, you got the wild.
Religion's always in waves. Before Christianity, it was paganism.
All day.
Something else will eventually come.
Oh, most definitely. Most
Oh, yeah.
definitely. Our imaginations are too broad to not imagine something.
No, I probably shouldn't say my comment on that, actually.
I think there's an awful lot of people who are very easy to be duped.
Yeah. They are now. Look at
Paul,
this shit.
as much as Islam is growing, at the moment, non-religion is growing faster.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
But obviously you don't compare that because it's not a religion. Right.
You can compare it, just not.
No, but not as a religion.
Anything beyond numbers.
I mean, it's the disturbing fact about the States at the moment. On the States, all religions are decreasing in the States.
Yeah.
But the number of evangelicals, of young earth creationists, of the far right Christians are growing.
That has increased. Yeah, that has increased.
Right.
Next one, Dave, before we dig ourselves all the way through the planet.
The thing about the creationist movement is that it grows, but it has no foundation, so it drops real easily. That's
It
why
only drops if you can keep your community insular. That's what they've managed to successfully do over the past few decades.
It had a lot to do with having nothing else to do, depending on where you live. That's kind of what it comes down to.
And the problem is it falls apart so easily once you actually look at the evidence for anything.
Yes. Yes.
It's not the wishy-washy that the god of the gaps. Anyway.
Oh, we'll have Jill in the chat in a minute.
That'd be fun. It's alright, I know someone that can talk to him.
I had a very nice conversation with Jill. I just let him say his stuff. And then everyone's there in the chat going, oh, that's awful.
Yeah, get on it.
Don't give those people a fucking platform.
Well, the thing with him is he's so silly that I do not see any risk in giving him a platform.
No, I get you. It's the laughs, but I don't know. It's enough for me. For me. That's just for me.
Next question, Dave.
Joan, they are not contained in America. God, I wish they were. Right. Question 228. Would you rather go to a club, a house party, or a small get-together of 4 or 5 friends?
Considering who you're talking to, I think pretty much everybody's going to go 4 or 5 friends.
Now, okay. So how old am I?
How old are you?
What are the options again?
You're 18.
Oh shit.
What are the options?
A club,
Context?
a house party, a small get-together of 4 or 5 friends. And your 18 to 20-year-old self.
So not much different to my current self. Who's going first?
Well, considering I go for a club. Definitely a club. Yeah, that was me growing up 18. There was a huge club scene, so I was definitely in there.
Paul
That's
says
funny,
a swingers party.
Yeah, right.
Okay. My answer to this question is clearly the small gathering of friends.
Uh-huh.
But I've been considering this lately. Now that people aren't doing gatherings very much, I've been considering what the best kind of larger gathering is, in my view.
Uh-huh.
And my opinion is, if you're going to have a house party where you have lots of people coming, you should make it a drop-in. So that people can show up and leave as and when they feel comfortable.
Yep.
There should just be, buffet food and activities for the people who come.
That's a normal house party.
And then, No, in my experience, they tend to be a set arrival and leaving time.
Never had one. Never been to a house party with a
House
set
parties,
of.
nobody says hello, goodbye. You show up.
You're talking about a dinner party
Yeah.
rather than a house
I don't
party.
know what I'm talking about. I don't do social gatherings.
In a house party, you turn up with booze, boxes of booze, and people get pissed and leave whenever they want, or break things in the house and spend 3 hours trying to work out where to buy a toilet from at 3 a.m.
I do that all the time by myself.
House parties were great, but they got dangerous. We stopped having them.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Where you live, I'm.
Now, I don't want to, ask anything too personal, but is there a vague area that you're in that makes a house party particularly dangerous?
Well, that he grew up in.
I know.
You get
I
that?
cut you off then. What was that?
New York City.
Ah.
Yeah. Back in the 80s, 90s, yeah, we were savages.
Okay.
MathPig, I'm assuming you were going to say small group, but you didn't actually say that.
Yes, well, yeah, definitely a small get together.
Even your 18 to 20-year-old self.
My 18, 20-year-old self was a completely different person.
What would he have done?
He lived in a club for 3 days straight.
My 18 to 20-year-old self was less social than I am now.
Amanda?
I mean, if it were now, it would be just a few people. If it were my 18-year-old self, it would be a house party.
Not a great gamer?
What was the question?
Would you rather go to a club, a house party, or a small get-together of 4 or 5 friends?
Oh, we're still on that one. I would like to. When I was younger, of course.
Yes.
None. I'd rather just be on my own. Fuck you.
Actually, yeah, I agree with him on that.
That wasn't an option. You have
I'd
to.
rather just learn stuff.
So how did you stand the last 3 weeks not alone?
What?
How did you stand the last several weeks not on your own?
Sex. A lot of sex.
Yes, but you still had to interact with the person when you weren't shagging her.
Do you, though?
Yeah. Yeah. I cooked meals frequently. I was a right gentleman, and when I wasn't being a gentleman, I was having very, very beautiful.
I don't believe anything about it was beautiful.
Oh, it was.
I don't know. He's got a very beautiful voice.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Sit on my face. That's the end of it. It works every time.
You're a gentleman and a poet.
I am. A dyslexic one.
Right. Question 229. Do you prefer coffee or aeroplanes? If you had to eradicate one from existence, which would you pick?
Aeroplanes.
Airplanes.
Are we talking just all aeroplanes or just commercial?
No, all aeroplanes.
All aeroplanes. Then we can have zeppelins instead, and it'd be awesome. And I could drink coffee on a zeppelin.
I can always swim or take a boat. Fuck that.
I wouldn't. No, I couldn't give up my coffee.
You couldn't give up your coffee. So,
No.
MathPig?
I don't really give two flying fucks about coffee. Airplanes are handy to get about the world.
So you'd prefer to shit? I can't talk.
I don't know. Like, you know, it's people would probably stab me if I get rid of coffee. We could all do better without airplanes.
You know our large group of friends. Apart from you, we all function only because of coffee.
Right.
It's tea in my case, but I do like coffee from time to time.
Drink it some now.
I do not see the appeal of it. Don't see any joy in coffee or anything. No.
Try it.
A nice cup of coffee when I sit down and, you know, with a smoke or something like that. Sometimes when I go to Amsterdam, it's nice to sit out the front with a cup of coffee. But no, don't give two flying fucks.
Fair enough. Not a great gamer.
What?
Do you want to get rid of aeroplanes or coffee?
I don't really like either. It's not. No. All right. Let's. It's not so much it's not the fear of planes. It's the fear of gravity. If something on the plane should fail.
So are you not going to go and visit her?
Things for.
Of course I am. But I'm going to go off of my tits. I am going to get on that plane absolutely sozzled, absolutely fried, and I'm just going to do the standard sober gentleman where I just do not talk to anyone, so no one can say I'm drunk. I am going to be absolutely petrified. I don't even want to think about that, mate. Let's leave that. So,
I'm just.
I
I'm
hate
impressed
coffee.
at your commitment.
I've got to do it. But I hate coffee and I'm going to flip a coin on this one. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're all exceptionally fucking busy and have better things to do. Right, I'm getting rid of coffee.
You're getting rid of coffee. Right, so MathPig and Not a Great Gamer die.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to come back on my answer and just say definitely airplanes, because if we get rid of planes, we might be able to have Zeppelins back.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with that.
They already have Zeppelins.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but we don't use them.
We could.
We could, and we might. There are several things in the works at the moment, but one of the big ones that looked like it was going to offer actual usable heavy cargo lifting has just gone bust.
So boats for that, and air balloons for people. Go hashtag save the coffee.
Save the coffee.
I think we could do with a couple more Hindenburgs.
Yeah.
As in the ship or the disaster.
Yeah.
Crash a Hindenburg where the virus broke out in Wuhan. That would have ended their troubles.
Easy.
Right. Question 230. What Why are you giggling?
Oh, sorry. You cut that sentence. You cut that train of thought off at the perfect time.
Yes.
Because I'm going through the follow-ups that are in my head, thinking, yeah, none of these are really appropriate.
Not appropriate's good. Right. Question 230. What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
That the world is a simulation of a dome with a conspiracy about a globe.
You can't start that. There are already fuckwits that believe it.
Yeah. Something brand new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, that's that's something you need to put thought into. Or so Robin's just sit here silent and thinking.
Right, I'll start off then. I'd start a conspiracy that I'd fingered my nan.
It's not really a conspiracy.
I was going to say, what would be to gain from that?
What?
What would be to gain from that?
I'd get fucking my hand up plenty more grands. Perfect.
What was the question? I missed it.
What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
Something that brings about the fall of Disney.
Yes.
Okay. Go on.
Is it Disney that have distributed COVID around the world?
Yeah, that'll do.
Jones says contaminate Trump with COVID. Paul says that he's the new Messiah. Can we have a new Messiah? Wouldn't it be the same Messiah?
Yeah.
Same as the old
I think the
Messiah.
same old Messiah is getting a bit played out. We need a new
There'll
one.
only ever be one Messiah, and all you believers who don't believe in the Messiah are all just fake believers of fake gods. Go Jesus. Woo!
I think we should replace the current one with Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. I was an excellent tweet today about prophecy. Atheists have been predicting for over 2,000 years that Jesus was not coming back. That's 2,000 years of perfect accuracy that we get no credit for.
Right.
I have been predicting shit.
He hasn't left.
Do you know he hasn't been back?
Someone would have mentioned it.
What about all those
No, they
people
wouldn't.
in Mexico?
What about the Siberian Jesus? He's got thousands of people that live on his land and follow him, and he only comes out once a year.
Disney animated.
What about that guy that somebody linked a Twitter video to me the other day of him doing something fancy with his immune system to resist viruses?
What was he doing?
He was like meditating, and they injected him with a virus or something, or bacteria or something like that.
Cool.
And the person was trying to use it as evidence of the virus, not viruses, that germs don't cause disease. And he's there like, I must meditate, or these germs will cause disease in my body.
They'll cause disease in your body anyway. And one guy was suggesting injecting urine.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that I necessarily believe the guy is able to use meditation to prevent germs causing disease. I'm saying the person was trying to use as evidence someone who knew that germs cause disease and was trying to meditate to mitigate that as evidence that germs don't cause disease.
That seems asinine.
Yes, that's what I said.
Fair enough.
What are we talking about?
Disney animated all of the World War II German animated propaganda films.
Nah, first finger in my now.
Morton says,
I don't think you can get much traction with World War II these days.
no. Dave's underwear is the source of all conspiracies.
Oh,
I quite like that one.
oh man, I'm actually stuck on this.
Can I answer now?
Yes.
Fossil fuels cause impotence.
What?
Fossil fuels cause impotence.
So solves our energy problem right there. Climate change done. You're welcome.
Do you not think that the oil barons would just divest of it and tell everyone else it was a lie?
I mean, probably, but I tried, you know.
It's a good one. MathPig.
That chocolate causes impotence.
Oh!
That's not cool, dude.
But it doesn't.
It does. I've heard it from a very reliable source.
I seen it on Facebook.
You had to say that, didn't you? You've just destroyed all credibility.
Yeah, well, I seen it on MySpace first.
Wi-Fi makes you gay, apparently.
Actually, I have some corroborating evidence for that. I am I'm much less of a heterosexual than I was before I got Wi-Fi.
How old were you when you got Wi-Fi?
Hang on. How many people up here am I standing with who are of the other orientation? Because you critical yourself.
I'm not of the other orientation.
Have I
He's in
joined a
every
fancy room?
Dave's every orientation.
So who here bats for the other team then?
No one.
Oh, I was getting excited.
I'm Pan.
I just
Yeah, me
choose
too.
not to pick a team.
There you go.
Now it will be an awkward wank here on my own. Thanks, guys.
Badger gets picked last.
Oh,
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, he does.
Do you have an idea for a conspiracy? Not a great gamer.
I told you,
Did you?
striking, making fires with my hands. You know.
Oh, you did. You're right. I hit you first. Sal.
If I'm gonna go with conspiracy, that all the food that we eat is fake. It's not actually food.
See, I like that because food is not well enough defined that you could easily prove it.
Yeah.
I could go evil and say that Trump is responsible for 9/11.
Ooh. Yeah, I can go with
I mean, don't forget, there's the comments about how his property was now.
The tallest.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did it intentionally.
And he not only did he go down and he was handing out water and taking care of all the first responders, but he also
Wait! You're saying he was there?
Yeah.
That's what he said. And he also, at the same time, he also was in New Jersey watching all the Muslims on top of rooftops, thousands of them screaming and shouting and cheering for it too. So
that's his alibi, is it? For not? I think he did it. I think we've got enough evidence.
It makes sense now. It really does. So.
I think that he also invented top trumps, but only the worst cards.
Intellectual Iconoclasm says, Flat Earth is an Illuminati conspiracy to keep idiots from seeing the actual cracks in their power.
Isn't that already going on?
Right. I keep screwing up my OBS. Question 231. What's the best thing that you have ever done in the rain?
Define best.
Well, it's up to you. What do you think is the best thing you've ever done? We'll judge it and laugh.
Yeah.
I've got two answers, a before 16 and an after 16.
I want to just say shat myself, but it's not accurate.
Excuse me.
Fun in the rain?
Say again?
Yeah. I'm thinking about fun in the rain, actual fun in the rain.
There's lots of fun that can be had in the rain.
It's best. It's not fun, it's best. Remember.
Slide tackle tag?
Say again?
Slide tackle tag? No. It was just this thing we used to do at soccer practice. I have to say fucking.
Yeah, that's my post 16.
Yeah.
You have to be getting wet or, rain.
It's got to be in the
I
rain.
mean, there was wetness involved. He walked me right into that one, Sal.
Prior to 16, mine was where I live. There is a slipway onto the beach, so the water used to run down the beach. So you could onto the beach, so you could then dig massive channels out of the water, out of the flow coming down onto the beach. I spent hours doing that in the rain. I had a great childhood, honest. I wasn't alone in the rain or anything.
I played in the rain. Like I used to like playing in the rain as a kid. Yeah, that would be it. Yeah, definitely. I ain't got nothing. experience for this one.
MathPig?
Probably laser quest. We were very lucky. We got a wee personal laser quest whenever we were young, and we used to run about the fields in rain, hail, sleet, or snow. And we dug holes in the fields and lined them with plastic. And then you'd get back halfway through it, and it's filled with water, and you're lying in it, playing like army. It was great. Yeah, something very similar to yourself, man.
Excellent. Not a great gamer? Vanished.
I'm here, sorry.
That's okay.
Probably playing, I know it's a weird, like, well, not really an amazing one. When I was a child, about 12, 13, was playing football, or soccer, as you Americans call it.
Okay.
And electric, like, really bad thunderstorm just started overhead. And looking back at it, because I'm an adult, it's a stupid thing. We should have went inside. But we didn't, you know, we carried on, we stayed outside and we watched the bolts land all around us as we played football in an open field.
Awesome.
But it was yeah, because it was that kind of, you know, when you get the thunderstorms with the downbursts, like the really strong wind. So it was like humid as fuck.
Yeah.
But this gorgeous freezing wind coming through, so that's why we wouldn't move.
Yeah.
But I just remember the smell. It had that beautiful ozone smell. I remember all of it. It's mad how things like that stick with you, isn't it?
It is.
But yeah. Great memory as a kid. Stupid as hell, but great.
It could have ended very differently, but it didn't.
It could have, because it was overhead. I swear to God, bolts were landing like all around us. Mad.
Badger, did you answer?
Well, I just said shat myself and then said it's not actually accurate. I just thought it sounded funny. But my actual answer is as follows. I was once striding home across the moors on a lovely sunny day, wearing nothing but my light summer jacket.
Nothing but your light summer jacket.
Well, I'm a badger. I'm covered in fur. It doesn't matter. So, as I was strolling across the moors, it decided to absolutely piss itself with rain. And I was absolutely soaking within about 5 minutes. So I popped into a little village shop as I was strolling past and bought myself an ice cream and just strolled across the moors in the pissing rain, eating this ice cream and grinning to myself.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
What moors? The Yorkshire moors, may I ask?
Moors.
He's very, very elusive about where he's from.
I was going to say, because moors is like... Okay, yeah. I live on an island.
I think we
There
can
was a
get
bit
into
of
a bit of
grass.
that.
Man, there were some gorse bushes, and it was moorland.
I think we can even narrow it down to the south of England. But other than that...
There ain't much moors on the south of England unless you go to the West Country.
Man, how do you know that I was where I'm from when this happened?
And the West Country
There's
has the
moors
moorland,
all
of
along the
course.
south coast.
Not proper moor, not proper moorland.
It's a good job Caroline's fallen asleep. She'd be
proper
screaming
moorland.
at you in the background.
Well, sorry if I can't say moorland right. Is that how you say it, not moorland? I do have a speech impediment. However,
What do you mean by proper moorland?
coast?
proper moorland. Well, you got people that call deserts deserts, and they ain't fucking deserts. They don't qualify to be a desert. And I'm like, you twats, that's not a desert. It's the same thing with moorland. If it ain't a moor, why the fuck do people call it a moorland?
Wait a
Sorry.
Not a great gamer. Do you technically know where the largest desert in the world is?
The largest desert in the world, technically,
Yeah,
I'd say it's probably one of the poles.
it is, you're right.
They're trying to catch him out with the desert isn't a sand. A desert's a lack of precipitation.
Yes.
Yes, 250 mil less per annum on average is the average definition of a desert. However, it does change. You can get semi-deserts.
Yes.
They do exist. but I would call them more a wasteland or a badland than a desert, because deserts have real goddamn blooming properties. I'm done.
Well, I was.
I'm done.
I will confirm I was on proper moors, not some bullshit fake moorland.
Right.
Bodmin?
Yorkshire.
Moorland.
Yeah, because, well, people from Devon do have his accent sometimes. Even though they do speak like this, a lot of them, I'm not joking, because I think I've told you before, Critical, my family come from the West Country.
Yes.
They're all from the West Country, and they're all from fucking Yorkshire, on the moors.
So how did you end up sounding like that?
Because my family moved from Devon, and then they moved from Devon up here, back up here again, and I was the first generation born in London.
Uh-huh. So you're a
And
true
my
Cockney.
nan-
now?
Yeah, and my nan sounds like this, and she absolutely hates my accent. It's amazing what being brought up in a shithole does to your voice. I mean, I hate my voice. When I listen to it, a recording, I literally, here, governor, want me to come and sweep your fucking chimney? I hate it. I sound like a common annoying prick. So I do apologise to anyone if my voice annoys you. It makes me want to kill myself. So
I'm kind of enjoying your voice, actually, to be honest. It's you've got that kind of
Playful
you've got
Cockney.
that sort of London coarseness that makes everything you say have a little bit more impact.
Definitely are fucking gay.
Say that. Right,
Sorry.
next question. Question 232. If you had to have a bath with a... What? If you... Question 232. If you had to have a bath with a member of your government, who and why?
Remember when?
No.
Say the question again.
If you had to have a bath with a member of your government, who and why?
How big's the bath?
I think we go with a normal British size, so you're both squished at one at either end.
Can I guarantee to be in top so they're underneath the water and die?
No.
Reason, though. I'm gonna have a
Can I
bath.
drown the mayor of London in the bath?
Yeah.
No. No drowning.
Oh.
You've got
No, you didn't. No, that's not in the question.
If you're having a bath does not involve drowning.
Yeah.
Good.
Everyone
There's
really
water
don't like
there.
Muslims, does he?
It could involve
He wants
drowning.
to
There's
erad-
water in it.
But
He
it
wants
doesn't.
to eradicate Islam. He wants to drown a Muslim mayor of London. Fantastic.
I want to make this clear. That is not actually related to Islam. That's just I think he's a shit mayor.
No, sorry, no. Look, I'm not trying to stir. You're just. I think you've got a good sense of humour. That's all. Maybe. I think a lot of twisted things too. I just don't want to say them because I don't want to be arrested. I'm in shooting distance of Her Majesty's Palace. I want to make sure my head stays intact.
Yeah, it's
Well,
good.
they're getting a bit bored now of
Up
being
with the
stuck
tower.
inside. They're going to start taking pot shots out the window soon.
Oh, they're not going to start. Well, when I say like they'd have to aim it up in the air a bit. They couldn't literally just see me from their window, but yeah. I do believe I have to be a bit careful. But it's funny when you just go on YouTube. I want to drown the mayor of London in a bath. Glory.
You see, you write these questions, and you
Let me put it
think,
this way: if he stops wasting all his money on Twitter censorship, then I'll consider not drowning him in the bath.
you write these questions thinking that people will think about who they would like to have a bath with. So far, we've got which politician can we drown?
No.
I was thinking I was going with your train of thought, Dave. So,
Well, who would you pick?
AFC, Alexandria, what is it? Ocasio-Cortez.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's brilliant and gorgeous. So,
Can I pick candidates who didn't make it in?
You're going to pick yourself, aren't you?
I've not been an electoral candidate. Do you think I am sensible?
You claimed previously.
From a borough?
I don't think candidates are sensible.
That's true. No, it's got to be someone that is. Well, I don't know because you could technically probably have civil servants. It's a member of your government, so.
All right, I'm gonna look stuff up.
Is he going to rape my MP?
He's looking to see if the local traffic lady, the little lollipop lady.
Go on, Sal.
Currently, it would be Melania Trump, not for the obvious reasons, because I would like to ask. Huh?
Is the obvious reason drowning her, or because she's relatively fit?
Because she's relatively fit. No, I want to ask her, how does she feel about, or does she? Yeah, how does she feel about Trump wanting to fuck his daughter? That would be my question to her. I'm like, come on, let's get naked. I'm asking real personal questions. I want you to be really honest with me.
Are you creeped out by your dad?
Picked some wonderful guests today.
Huh?
I'm dying to know what she thinks of her dad.
Yeah.
Do they have to be current political figures?
No, they do not. You can have Thatcher if you want.
Can I have Winston Churchill?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, you can have Winston Churchill. I believe he never got out the fucking bath.
I want to smoke a cigar in the bath with Winston Churchill then.
That would be
Excellent. Not a great gamer.
Yeah.
Who would you choose?
So I mixed it. If it was a live politician from the UK,
Yeah.
it would be Boris Johnson.
Right.
I don't agree with everything what's going on in Ireland. I don't want to get involved in that now, MathPig, because that's a massive conversation. It really is. But he is getting stuff done. Even when he's been unwell with the virus, he gets stuff done. Now, I may not agree with everything he does, but at least he says he's going to do stuff and fucking does it. So I can at least have an honest conversation with a man.
Mm-hmm.
If it was dead, it would. If it was
Sorry,
dead, it'd be.
No,
sorry. If it was dead, it would be Churchill. But if we was on about America, I would share my bath with Madam Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Just so I can watch her cry tears of pain in front of me.
I've come up with a new answer for current politicians.
Come on.
I would like to. Oh shit, he's not even a current politician anymore, is he? The former Speaker of the House.
Oh, I'd quite like to have a good conversation with him.
Because I would like to, as I attempt to get in the bath, I would like him to look up at me and just order.
MathPig.
Oh my god. Oh my
Sorry,
god.
my mother just sent me a message going, there's a package arrived for you, and I was like, well, open the damn thing. I didn't order anything to your house. And she just sent me a picture of a digital thermometer. Who the fuck sent me a digital thermometer?
Why did they send you a digital thermometer?
What did it say? Like, where is it from?
To measure the temperature of things, Dave.
Imagine Burko shouting out order as he squeezes out shit.
I have no idea. No idea.
Oh dear.
Well, say they got to say it's from somebody.
Somebody's buying me a thermometer. I don't know.
It's pretty cool.
Disinfect it.
Actually, I've got to get my lunch.
You can take the temperatures of numerous potatoes.
You stick it in, baby.
MathPig, politician. That you don't want to drown.
Oh, no, that was not a caveat. That was not specified at the start.
No, it's specified now.
Well, like, why am I having a bath with them?
You won it in a competition.
Well, Northern Ireland doesn't have a damn anybody attractive that I want to get into a bath with.
Yeah, your government is bigger than Northern Ireland.
I think you're lying. What about Jedward?
They're not politicians.
Fucking sexy, though.
I don't know. No, other than trying to just... Because they're all a waste of fucking time.
You go with Boris.
No, I would not want to get into a bath with Boris. I'm trying to think of the name of the most attractive female fucking No, it's not working. I didn't follow your thing. Yeah, we'll go.
A nice warm bubble bath with Nicola Sturgeon. Oh, she's Scottish.
I was going to say, she's technically not his government.
Yeah, my bad, mate. My bad. I don't know why I thought she was Irish for a sec. At least I fucking tried, guys.
You did.
You did.
At least it's a different country. Forgive me.
Right. I've lost the thing.
Have I missed a question?
No, I'm about to start another one. What you've had is a stroke.
Oh, wonderful.
Question 233. If you could shop for free at one store, which one would you choose?
Once or forever, never.
Once.
Does that mean I get whatever the hell I like for free?
Well, at that store, yes.
Does Amazon count?
So everything on Earth.
Exactly.
No, it's got to be a store you can go into.
Ah, fuck.
Do auction houses count?
No.
Ah, piss.
You know, I'm gonna have to go with fucking Walmart. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Yeah, man. They got everything in there. I'm taking everything, like at least 6 of everything they got, like or more. A dozen, half dozen of everything.
Seraphim says Walmart too.
Yeah, see, same way.
The most logical choice.
I don't know. I might go for a Mercedes dealership.
Ooh.
Can't get cheese at a Mercedes dealership.
No, but you can get enough cars that would sell one. Say again?
Okay, I figured out the answer.
Go on.
Princess Yachts.
They don't have a store.
I would go in there and I would take their entire supply of yachts.
They don't have a
and
store.
I would keep one, just for personal use, and then I would sell the rest and use them to buy cheese, Battenbergs, and swords.
What is it with this obsession with horrible things and swords?
What is your issue with cheese?
Oh, it's
dude?
horrible. And the worst thing is, right, I've been adding cheese. I've been trying to add cheese because Caroline found a cheese I would like. And with the fucking quarantine and lockdown and shit, right, I had to switch to a normal cheese. And it reminded me exactly why I fucking hate it. It tastes
You can hear
horrible.
it in your voice.
Bad cheese.
Really good cheese.
Yes. I do. No, just
Have you ever
cheese.
tried a good model like a good brand?
I have in the
Like Black
past.
Summer, Wookie Ho or something.
I have in the past. I've tried Wookie Hole when we lived down that way.
Wookie Ho Cave Mature Cheddar's gorgeous.
Blessed
It's a
by the
real
witch.
cheddar.
I know it is. Excuse me.
I'm a cheese fanatic.
Oh, I like
I
that.
come from the West Country. It's all about cider and cheese down there.
It is. I like the cider more than the cheese. Linda said the Lego store.
Okay.
David Worley says, does a bank count? No.
What defines a cider, Dave?
What defines a cider? Well,
Over
apples.
an apple juice. No, apple juice and cider. What's the difference between apple juice and cider?
Alcohol.
Thank you.
But that's just not the way it is here. I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah. What?
I know.
Okay, what's the difference between apple juice and cider?
No, we don't like when you say cider in America. It's not alcoholic. You would say alcoholic cider. Like
You have a lot of
cider
things that are
and
flavoured.
apple juice are two different things in America, but it has nothing to do with alcohol. So
I can help you here because I'm dating an American.
Nerdy says a diamond shop without realising that diamonds are actually fucking worthless.
Thanks, Dave, for making us all feel. Or David Worley.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the yachts.
Guilty.
See, nobody's suggesting getting freebies. I never said I wouldn't give them a free Mercedes. If they can get past the gate to my new mansion that I bought by selling Mercedes, they can have one.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the yachts. I'm going to get myself all of the yachts, and then I'm going to keep a yacht and sell the rest of the yachts.
Can badgers swim?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
There you go.
Well,
And following that, a badger swimming looks a bit silly, but a badger can swim.
I'll tell you what, Yacht Store does have a store. Sunseekers.
Hey,
They're a big yacht company.
there you go.
Yeah, so
they
I'll
don't
go and
have a
get-
store, they have a showroom.
Also,
That
there's
counts.
Mercedes.
What does Mercedes
is the
have
showroom.
then?
No, Mercedes, you can go in and buy the car on the floor.
I can go in and buy the boat.
No, you
so
can't.
there's a roof above
the-
it. It's classed as a store. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that you've got to be able to take the stuff out.
Of the thing that
Well,
has
you can't take the stuff out of the Mercedes. You'd have to do it one by one. It would take you a year or wherever if you went to a bigger. I don't understand. Couldn't you just if you're in a boat showroom, get the old bottle, smash it on the side, push it into the water, and fuck off down the river?
Well, you couldn't.
How do you know?
Because
Do you own the Sunseeker
men.
boat showroom, sir?
I've just got something completely wrong in my head.
You've started a new conspiracy theory here.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say something really silly. Oh yes, that was it. No, you couldn't. You couldn't smash a bottle on the side of a boat.
You can. That's
No,
what you do.
you
The Queen
can-
does it all
no.
the time. And she
Men,
goes, "Eh."
men are not allowed to. It is very bad luck.
I did say I've got breasts.
You did say that. Yeah.
long flowing hair.
Okay.
Is that what happened with the Titanic?
Is that what happened with the Titanic?
That sunk due to poor design of the rivets. It ripped itself open. So there you go.
Yeah, not until after the iceberg.
Yes.
If it was built correctly, the iceberg wouldn't have done what it did.
If it had the bulkheads all the way up, it wouldn't. It would have survived getting hit by the iceberg.
Yeah, well, if my grandmother had wheels, she'd have been a bike.
Gino de Campo.
If they'd given the Titanic fans and a rubber belt around it, it could have hovered, even full of water.
Yes. They should have attached
That
the
was-
hose to it.
That was weird, weren't it? The bulkheads, the sinking system they had in that thing, that it didn't go to the top as well. That was weird.
No, it
What did
wasn't.
they expect that to do?
That's the aristocracy.
It was
Blame
designed-
Badger.
It's designed to sink.
Designed to sink.
No, it was designed to be unsinkable.
If there was a catastrophic failure, they wanted it to make sure it properly sank rather than and wasn't recoverable, so that they could claim the insurance.
They'd have been better to hit the iceberg head on. They never anticipated so many bulkheads would be pierced. Because any one of them, even at the height they were at, any one or two of them being pierced would not have been a problem.
Yeah, that was the design. Like.
It was hitting the iceberg side on and gouging along the side, piercing several of the bulkheads.
It isn't just. You need to look at how the riveting was done on the ship.
Oh no,
It
no,
was
I don't
not
doubt
done-
that there are other factors involved. But at the end of the day, the basic physics of the amount of water entering the ship is what sunk it.
I think Celine Dion fucking sunk it. A shit song.
Right. Did we? What store did Sal say?
Walmart.
Walmart. Badger says
The yachts.
the yachts, which he can't have. Not a great gamer says yachts.
I'm actually going to have to agree with Walmart because you can get everything you want in there. PlayStation, food, clothes, chicken. I love fucking chicken. Sausages.
All right. What shops sell? Tell me a shop that sells things that are extremely expensive but very easy to move.
They're very easy to move.
Jewelers.
No,
Jewelry.
move stuff in
I feel
jewel.
like-
What?
I feel like if I can't pick Amazon, why can you guys pick Walmart?
Because you can have a
Yeah,
store.
Walk in there.
You can just have a store. You could potentially pick an Amazon. No, I don't like even like that. I was going to say you could potentially pick an Amazon warehouse.
Right, a gold bullion dealership. There we go.
So like okay, so is it you got 24 hours to actually physically pick the stuff out?
Sure.
The whole thing?
Why not? I like
Okay,
that.
so then, yeah, it has to be a store.
So supermarket.
One of those stores that buys and sells.
Walmart got that.
Macro was the big thing here.
Have you been to a Macro recently?
No.
Oh, it's terrible. They've gone way downhill.
Macro used to
I've been to a Macro in 2 decades.
Macro and all.
I used to shop at Mac here regularly.
Good girl.
Yes.
I had an account in Macro at the age of like 17 or something. This is
Yes.
how long ago it was. And they were just like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "I organise parties." No proof, nothing. They just was, "Here you
No,
go."
they don't care.
Now I think it's changed now.
No. What it is in this country there are rules about whether or not something is a club. And if it's a club, it doesn't need to abide by a load of retail laws. And that's why why Macro and things like that have memberships. So they don't really care. They want everyone to shop there, but they can't appear that way.
I kind of didn't care when everybody borrowed everybody else's card.
Nope, didn't care at all. As long as they weren't classed as being a retail shop, they saved a fortune.
Some stuff isn't much cheaper in there, but
No,
some
it's not.
stuff is insane.
Yeah.
Some stuff is a lot
But
cheaper.
Costco is
Like,
the
I
new
don't
Macro.
wanna-
Costco.
I don't want to sound like a real fatty, but I used to get a lot of my candy as
Yes.
chocolate and all of that in, and it was like half the price of what you got in the shop.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
I've got another answer to the previous question about baths.
Go on.
I would like to have a bath with Jacob Rees-Mogg,
Oh, that was the person I was trying to think of.
just because I would like to hear his reaction to this happening.
Yeah, but he has a bath with someone there all the time.
Yeah, not normally with them in the bath with him, though.
Well, she's normally washing him.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think you might have to watch him.
I'm not fucking watching him. Has anyone seen the Count Dankula video where he did a very good Rees-Mogg impersonation?
No.
It went something along the lines of, "Would the right honourable gentleman please eat my arse?"
Right. Raging Atheist has the best answer so far for this community. GameStop.
Walmart got that.
Games.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't game that much.
That's not the point. It has lots of cool
Well, it's
things.
me. It's not.
The one thing that's best about Walmart is they have gift cards. Rack up and get whatever the hell you want.
They have gift cards for everything. You could empty Amazon with Amazon gift cards from Walmart.
There you go. Spend your Amazon.
Manda, what's your answer going to be, given that it can't be Amazon?
In theory, I just want to stick up for the lady. It could, because Amazon do actually now have physical stores.
Yeah, but they're small, aren't they?
Thank you. That's
Do
very
they, though?
kind.
You could have a physical Amazon store then.
What are they going to have in a single physical Amazon store? They're going to have some desk fans and toothpicks.
I imagine it's going to be an Argos equivalent.
Have you not seen them? If you go and have a look online quickly now, they're proper state of the art. You don't have to pay as you check out. It just
No, it does it as you go
automatically
round.
checks that with your phone and all of that. Yeah, it's unreal.
That sounds like the kind of store that I would refuse to go into on principle.
He doesn't trust them. Right, next question.
Okay, can I answer? Because
I thought you were going to go with Amazon. I thought we accepted Amazon. Did you have another answer?
No. Oh, okay. If I can pick him, I was gonna pick like either Barnes and Noble or Bath and Body Works. But yeah, go ahead.
Fair enough. Amazon seems apt.
I suppose I could pick Waterstones, but then I'd get a load of really shit books along with the ones I actually wanted.
Yeah.
You could open a bookstore.
Right. Second to last question. Question 234.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yes, Daisy, yes.
If you had the power of Wolverine, which deadly things would you most like to try?
You still feel pain though.
What? Yes, you would still feel pain.
Yes, of course. But you know you're going to survive it.
It just gets you more angry. You've got berserker rage.
Right.
Can we sit next to a nuclear bomb while it goes off and see what that feels like?
Yes.
Travel into a black hole.
You could...
His power isn't being able to get out of a black
No.
hole.
Right.
It's just
I don't know dick about comics, so whatever.
he has almost infinite healing. So you could experience a black hole in theory.
In theory. But
You might still be
eventually,
spaghetti
there is
afterwards.
There is death for him eventually.
Is
Like,
there?
cutting off
I haven't
his
got
head,
that.
removing his head is supposed to be his death.
He is capable of dying. He can just survive a lot more than most people.
Fair enough.
Yes, yes. And removing his head is I believe, the ultimate death for him.
How do you remove his head if his skeleton's adamantium?
Exactly.
See, that
I can answer this.
depends on the version of him, though, because some versions he's like regrown himself from a fingertip or something.
Magneto stripped him of his adamantium. At one point, he was just bones. He was just no adamantium, and then he had it.
Okay, a controversial question.
The question has become, what is Wolverine's powers?
I was gonna say, controversial question. Does Wolverine have bone claws originally?
Yes.
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 That depends.
Yes, he did. I know. The whole origin story. He always had bone claws.
Like if you go back to his original story, he was actually a Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just biased because you're a honey badger.
Fucking honey badger. That's my African cousins.
Well, in the comics as well, he is only like 5'4" or something. He is not tall. He's a midget. He's not super strong. The reason that makes him so dangerous is the fact that his claws can cut through anything that isn't adamantium.
Yes.
That's what makes him so dangerous. I mean, he can.
Oh, and you can
literally,
shoot
walk
him
up
over
to-
and over again, and he doesn't die. He just keeps coming.
You can kill him. You can drown him.
I think he comes back to life.
No, he doesn't. Hulk in the comic tore him in half because the vertebrae isn't fused by adamantium. If it was, he wouldn't be able to move.
Mm-hmm.
No, entirely.
Yeah.
Magneto actually didn't just rip the metal off of him in the books. It killed him. It ripped him apart, ripped his skeleton out of his body.
Right. I have
And he
that.
just. I'm a bit of a nerd. Sorry, when it comes to this.
Right, none of this
So,
answers. Okay.
question.
Right, let's get back to the point here. What would you do?
Is there a point?
Yes, if you could heal, if you had Wolverine's power of healing, what crazy stuff, what deadly things would you like to try? So far, we've got Nerdy would like to throw himself into the sun.
I think I might start by just going to Australia and just eating some of the venomous snakes as one would eat spaghetti.
I was going to say jumping off like the tallest building and see. I'd survive that. I know I survived it, but
That would hurt like a motherfucker, though.
Yes.
flight. I want to experience the flight.
Okay.
You can get a
I might
parachute.
just go out in
Yeah,
public.
right?
You don't really have to hit the ground to enjoy that. You know, it's not the fall
Yeah.
that kills, it's the sudden stop at the end.
Right.
Exactly.
No one ever dies from the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I mean, why would you go from a building rather than a plane?
Whatever works. I thought about building at the moment, but yeah, plane would be a lot better.
What about going into a plane and just just crashing a plane?
Yes, that sounds
Okay.
fun.
Just getting like
Into anything in particular?
Jesus.
getting one of just crashing it.
Apparently, I should have used Deadpool.
Getting one of those little planes that you learn to fly in. You know, the ones that don't have a huge amount of mass. Just flying it into a mountain or something, just to see, you know, what happens from the inside.
Mm-hmm. It's all which ways do you want to die?
Could be
Well,
the
definitely
kind of Indiana Jones approach to flying a plane.
Okay. Yeah, smugglers. Oh, stop. Just get in there and just hit the buttons.
So no one fancies going and having a pot shot at Kim Jong Un.
Nah.
None of us are that nice.
None of them.
See, I'm gonna survive stuff like that. I'm gonna survive gunshots. I'm gonna survive a bullet to the head and stuff. So you could I might do, but as far as like inflicting pain on myself and enjoying it, yeah, I'd have to go with flight.
You could go and do something with Kim Jong Un, but the problem if you do that is, yes, you've decapitated the snake, as it were, but then you're in a complicated political situation that you are ill-equipped for.
Yes, well, we have covered this one before, actually. The issue, he is an easy person to kill. He is a relatively easy person to kill.
You can't claw your way to democracy.
Well, I think you probably could. You just keep killing until they agree.
The other voters, so that you're the only one left.
No, I think the people would be happier eventually. To stop throwing themselves on your claws.
Oh dear. All right, I'll try to. Are there other people with Wolverine's powers in this scenario, or is it just me?
Just you. Well,
Oh.
you 5.
Oh, that's 5. I'll start a sword fighting league.
Sword fighting league.
Yeah, with authentic historical swords.
So you can stab each other like you want the
Yes.
you want the immortality field from Rick and Morty, really?
Yeah.
Deadpool. Sounds like Deadpool.
Want to get a bit of stabbing going on with them
Yeah, there was
swords.
a question I was mentioning in the chat. Is Deadpool more fun than Wolverine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Fun.
See, they're both part of the
Deadpool
Weapon
in
X
his-
project, and Deadpool has more DNA from other mutants, as where Wolverine is just his own DNA. So that's the difference.
You mean personality-wise?
No. They're part of the project called Weapon X. They're both part of the same scientific experiment, and they didn't change Wolverine's DNA, but they changed Deadpool's DNA, and that's why he can do all this stuff.
I prefer, personality-wise, I prefer Wolverine to Deadpool.
Why?
Yeah, personality. Yeah.
I
Well,
feel
like,
like Deadpool, I think, would be overwhelming, and Wolverine, you can have a drink with him, and then he'll leave you alone.
Or stab you if he gets mildly pissed off.
Right.
Are you on about the movie Deadpool though? Are you on about the Origins Deadpool? Because that's not the Deadpool in the comics and the more modern films.
No, I'm not on about that one. That's awful.
You don't get Badger into a fucking conversation
Right.
about what's canon and what's not canon.
Okay.
See, look, he's in.
Come on, let's go.
Next question. Last question. Given that no one knows how to answer that question.
I did. I said I would stand in front of a nuclear bomb.
You did, you're right. My apologies.
Crash a plane into a mountain and then start a sword fighting league.
I'd perfectly slice a cheese sandwich with a single blade.
Wait, what was the question?
What would you do if you had Wolverine's powers?
Oh no, okay, no. Last question. I'm being summoned elsewhere, so what's the last question?
Right. Question 235. Would you rather be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease?
Planet.
Definitely a planet.
Say again?
Definitely a planet.
Planet. So you don't want to be the one that comes forward with the COVID cure tomorrow?
Nope. Fuck them all. I want to go to a new planet.
Yeah,
Where there isn't the deadly disease.
exactly. Well, yeah, that's a plus too.
Sal,
New planet.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Planet.
not a great gamer?
Do you mean discover a new planet like telescope or up there in the vacuum?
No,
of
explore
space?
it. So you're the one that goes to Mars and lands on it and explores
Well,
it.
but we've already discovered Mars, mate. We know where that is.
Well, that's why I said it's not discover, it's explore.
Oh, all right. Forgive me. My poor intellect. Well, no, because there's so many catastrophic things that could happen in space. There's a lack of oxygen. It's a complete mindfuck. Gravitational differences, time dilation, radiation. I'm not even going to go into dust in your eyes and shit. Like when you go to the
Trust
beach
me,
and you get
if you're on Mars,
imagine that on Mars.
if you're on Mars, you're not going to get dust on your eyes. If you get dust in your eyes, your suit is completely fucked and you're dead and not very long after.
Well, that's what I mean. It doesn't happen on Earth, innit? You don't have to put on a pressurization suit on Earth to walk outside and risk catastrophic failure. So you lot go to a different planet, and I'll cure AIDS.
The saviour.
Yeah, I'm going for a new planet as well.
Jen says planet, then says Seraphim says planet fuck people, and then Jen says although with current technology cure. So indecisive there.
All right, I'm going for a new planet because if you cure a deadly disease, people are going to want you to cure more deadly diseases. There's going to be more and more pressure mounting up on you.
I don't think there's going to be expectations to explore a new planet.
Explore a new planet, then you can constantly be making new discoveries, and there's no fucker else there to be putting pressure on you to do it.
Very good.
So yeah, new planet.
New planet. So you'd all sod off and leave us to fix all the problems here.
Yep.
Right. On that note, I would like to say thank you to Sal, to Badger, to Manda, to MathPig, not a great gamer. All their relevant links will be in the description. They all have fun things going on. Apart from not a great gamer. No idea what he's doing.
Jen says going to another planet at the moment is a one-way trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
Right. I will see you all tomorrow.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye.
God's blessings.
Thank you.